In the last video, we looked over this schematic of Uncharted 2's overall pacing structure. Now let's zoom into Chapter 6 and talk about the game's low-level pacing. To recap, low-level pacing is all about varying the mechanics and gameplay elements the game uses to prevent players from getting bored. If last video we had a chart, this one we have a whole table. But don't worry, I will go over it together as I explain the most important bits. So the first thing you might note is that this level has absolutely no puzzles. In an action-adventure like Uncharted, puzzles by their nature are usually lower intensity, so adding them to this chapter, which is an intensity peak, would go against the intended result. Throughout the first half of the level, the game switches up between combat and platforming sections, and to keep the intensity feeling high, platforming mostly happens well above ground, and sometimes you still need to take care of a few enemies every now and then. The real turning point comes in this middle cutscene, where we learn that we're hunted by a combat helicopter.
Drake has been spotted in Sector 18.
Oh, crap. Any chance this is Sector 19?
Sweep the city, find him, and take him out.
It doesn't take too long for it to find us. The helicopter becomes a constant threat and changes the whole context of the level. Platforming is unsafe, there's a helicopter shooting at you, gotta keep moving. What could be a traditional combat arena on a rooftop transforms into a high-intensity scenario as you gotta also keep hiding from the helicopter. And then, when you get inside and think you're safe, the helicopter starts blowing up walls, which eventually culminates in this sequence.
Going down! Jump!
We were almost in that.
After this set piece, you have just a very long set of stairs where nothing is happening. This section is very important as it gives you some time to rest. Once back on the rooftops, you get into a boss battle scenario. This time you can actually fight back against the helicopter and finally defeat it. Now, there are other details that we didn't go through, but feel free to pause and check the table more closely. It should give a very good idea how varying the gameplay elements throughout the level can lead to an engaging experience. This covers the pacing principles part of the video series. Next, we will talk about several specific techniques, starting with in medias res. Make sure to like and subscribe to know when it is out. A special thank you goes to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to join them, feel free to visit patreon.com/Farlands. Thank you very much.